Hello everyone, good morning, welcome back to Factorio. My name is Rooster and we're working on our research today. Well, speak of the devil, because we are going to need some green science pretty soon. And I know I said I wanted to build a belt factory last episode, and we'll do kind of the thing that I said we would do, but also kind of not, because well, research is important, and I would like to get that out of the way as soon as possible. So we've got this green line over here, and I'm going to use that in making green science. So we're moving the science lab over here, I think. Perhaps down here, or shall we just cut some trees? I would like to cut some trees actually, because we're gonna need. I'm still a little nervous about this pollution cloud thing here, but we'll be fine for a little longer. I'm pretty sure. What could possibly go wrong, right? Belt factory, yes. So this is going to be red circuit, so I guess I probably should do that down here, should I not? We made this little space over here anyway. So what we're gonna need is a belt with copper and iron, both at the same time, as well as, well, we'll see how that works out. So one belt with iron somewhere over here. So let's work on that. I haven't really figured out how this is exactly going to work yet, but we'll work on it. So, for example, something like this. This is not how you make tunnels, by the way. There we go. So tunneling under any future lines, just so I don't have to do any additional work. That would be great. As well, I can probably do it like this, right? So one line with iron. Gonna make some splitters like that, and yeah, we're gonna need some iron over here. We'll do it like this, and then insert the splitter later. That's gonna be fine. And then we're gonna split the copper and the other stuff off also. So we're gonna make a science line. Actually, let's plan the assembly machines first. We're gonna need about 15 of those, I think. Just planning big right away, which is never a bad idea in my opinion. We're gonna need a lot of inserters also, so let's make a few of those. And can I get my assemblers right now? I can actually make some blueprints of those, can I not? I don't really know how blueprints work, to be completely honest with you, but we'll figure that out. Is that somewhere in the options, by the way? I should really know that by now. Blueprint, select for blueprint, left. Really? Well, in each case, assembly machines coming in. So I'm going to want them somewhere around here at the last. And I probably should get half a belt of iron, should I not? Yes, probably should. So that means that we're gonna cut off part of this belt here, or just go with the partial belt to begin with. That's probably more prudent, actually. So inserting a splitter, and then actually let's do it like this, so I can start making a partial belt right away, because that would be helpful. That is not how that works, Rooster. That is not how that works. Let's go with this and then make a partial belt right here. Move this over just a little bit. Things can get confusing, so excuse me for that. Just making half a belt, and I want that on the other side of this belt actually, so doing it like this. Yes, that makes total sense. So making half a belt of iron, and why half a belt, you ask? Well, that's a great question. This is okay. So we're making cogs over here. taking the iron from here and putting it back on the same belt, and then a lot of assembly machines, like five assembly machines making red science right here. So selecting that one and red science, and this one makes cogs, because red science, as you may or may not remember, actually we're gonna need copper plates for this, so this does not work at all. Yeah, that just means that we're gonna need a line consisting of copper over here, something like this. Yeah, see, this works out. I had the right idea, I just need to execute right now. So more tunnels and more tunnels, definitely. Making a couple of those. So we're getting a copper line right here. And then we'll just put the cogs on the other half. That's probably more prudent anyway. This is not going as well as I thought it would, but oh, how about we just make another line on the other side? Is that better? No, we'll make a line here, and then a line here. Doing most of this from memory, but that should be no problem, right? Inserters going here, so cogs go this way. That's not how that works. Cogs come in from this way. And let's see, copper comes here, so let's bring in some copper just to make it a bit more visual. That would be helpful. So half a line of copper, half a line of iron, iron going in here, making cogs, cogs going on this line, and then we need some long arm inserters. Let's see, putting the science on the other belt. There we go. And then we're going to do a similar thing for the green science. Is this going to be enough, or do I need to make another iron? Well, we'll see, I guess. I don't really know whether I'm going to need another line for this, or whether this is gonna suffice, but better safe than sorry, I guess. So we're going to have some machines making green science right here. Like 6 of them again. Well, six green science is a good number to have compared to your blue, to your red science. There we go. And they are going to need inserters and transporter belts. So what that means is we're going to have a line over here delivering the inserters and the transporter belts. And we're going to put them, the green science, on the same line as the red science, because that allows us to have one line going into our science labs, which delivers both of those colors, and that's helpful because there will be 2 more colors coming up later. And the convenience of a setup like this is mostly that that we can multitask. We're gonna need a green line coming in also. So we're gonna build. Let's see, stuff coming in over here, so that means that we're gonna have, we can also make some green on site, actually. I don't like that too much. Let's just go with a couple of these guys. Yeah, I would rather just have a belt of green coming in here. I think that would be more convenient. Not sure if it's entirely necessary, but that's okay. And we're gonna need a lot of green anyway, so that's probably fine. Let's see. Green line going like this, making a couple more tunnels. Is this correct? Am I misplacing these? I'm horribly misplacing these, right? Yeah. That's not how it works, sir. That's not how that works. Can we not screw this up. That would be really nice. I probably didn't need to do that as early as I did. That's fine. Alright, so green circuits going into this assembler over here, which needs to be a big assembler, because that one is going to make us inserters, and inserters require circuits, gear wheels, and iron plates. So that means this one is going to create gear wheels using this here. And then we're going to put those gear wheels into the other machines, this one creating belts. And there we go. Do we actually need any copper for this? Yes, we don't. Why am I even splitting up copper then? I guess that was from the time where I still was creating green circuits over here. So I've used a setup delivering green circuits to this assembler over here, just not to put too much strain on my green circuit production. So that would make sense. We'll see whether it's entirely necessary, and I might have to switch stuff like this around for a little bit. But we have got an advanced builder over here, which can then. That's not how it works. That's not how that works. We need a belt over here. Actually, let's build a box over here, which is more helpful. Inserter goes like this, and then a belt goes like this. There we go. Needs to be a little longer, so every single one of these can actually grab something. Okay, so there's room for expansion here, but it's not needed right away because we're not really using our green circuits for too much else right now anyway. So long-handed inserters go like this. Not that one, not that one. Just this one. More regular inserters, because those actually get consumed by the long arm inserters, which is really inconvenient. And then we'll have to do a quick check as to where this one will put its stuff, whether we need to do a little switching around here. But we'll see that when the stuff over here actually starts working. Put down some power poles, and I'm going to need some inserters for this area over here. So we'll see how that turns out. Let's connect it to the main network just to see whether everything is working in order. These power poles are really ugly between the main lines, so I probably shouldn't be doing it like that, but just a temporary measure for now. Alright, stuff is working. And what still needs connecting? Something like this, something like this. And we'll have to do a quick check for whether all of the assembly machines have enough inserters working on them, but for now, this will definitely suffice. Alright. So belts go on that side. This one is not working because it is lacking the circuits, of course. So what we can do with that is this needs to go a little further. Actually, this is a little awkward because I need a. I can just use a long inserter for that. It's a little ugly, but I'm kind of forgetting my favorite setup for this stuff. What can we do? Excuse me for the noise, by the way. Chair is acting a little strangely as of late. One more power pole like this, and then we can start building. Alright. So this goes exactly as planned. Okay, so this one puts it on the left side, belts go on the right side. Excellent, and that means we just need a couple more inserters. We can actually just pick up the inserters from the belt here. And the idea here, of course, actually I don't need a long arm inserter right here. What I want to do is actually create a box over here to actually give us a little bit of a surplus. No, box actually needs to go here. What am I thinking? What am I even doing with my life right now? Need a box over here. And then just a long arm inserter like this. It's a little convoluted, a little uglier than I would like it to be, but this is going to serve us just fine for now. And when this belt starts filling up, we will get a lot of. Let me actually do the input for this one on the top side, so we can add some additional inserters later, because we might need some increased speed for the coming future. Alright, so belts are not working too well, so we're going to need some additional inserters on this side, I think. And that should definitely help. Alright, yeah, because the gears are the limiting factor over here. As we can see, perhaps we need to take the gears out more quickly. No, we're actually fine here. I might need to add some fast inserters at a later point, but for now, we're producing. We need inserters on this guy, of course. I've been saying that a lot lately. Here we go. Some power poles for these guys, running out of power poles. Oh boy. And that should give us a nice supply of science right here. And then we just need to move our science labs over, which gives us a nice little science station, which can go, where do we want that to go? Probably on the right side, to be completely honest. Or we can just do it below here, actually. That is fine. Why is red science not producing? It is because I'm lacking inserters on the left side, of course. Why not? Why would I even need inserters right here? Am I right? Okay. So if we do the research labs down here, we can no longer really expand this area, which could lead to some slower research later on. For now, I'm not that concerned. We might move our research lab over in the future, but for now, let's just move over to our science labs. Create a couple of extra ones, actually. What am I lacking for this? I'm lacking circuits, iron wheels. Okay, so I'm lacking resources in general. That's okay. I've got copper right here, so we're lacking iron as usual. Bunch of inserters. Here we go. And we've got green science, so we should actually change our current research project to something more green sciencey. Something more relevant to the problems at hand. Why don't we? We need a light over here. Over here. Oh, so this is the temporary belt and inserter producer. So we don't really need that anymore, which means we can also wrap this up and grab a few more iron plates while we're at it. Just a few more. Just a few. A little bit of light is always helpful, and a little bit of light over here. Why don't we? Okay. I don't need that many, but I will need a couple. Science labs going like this. I'm placing them 2 spaces apart, mostly to, again, future-proof the concept over here. I'm creating 5, and perhaps that's a bit much, actually. Let me cancel this. We'll go with an additional 4 right now. I usually find 10 science labs to be quite sufficient most of the time. Depending on how quickly you're willing to take things, of course. If you're really speedrunning this game, then you might run into trouble with just the few, but for now, let's not take things too quickly, shall we? Does this actually cover... This does not cover the ones on the other side, so I should probably just move them like this. Science labs don't have a lot of production, so they don't really need they don't need fast inserters or multiple inserters or anything. The science labs are just not fast enough for that. More inserters like this. That doesn't even work because the science labs, of course, also need power. So that didn't matter at all. And last science lab, of course, goes here. There we go. That's more like it. Longhand inserters like this. Alright. So there's our science going. Excellent. And we've also got a little belt assembly, which is really helpful. This line's still filling up, doing nicely though, so the inserters will soon follow. And I should really rebalance these belts to make doubles. Do I just need another mixer right here? I probably do. So if I place another mixer right here, will it fill both halves of the belt then? Right. I just need to actually properly balance this belt before I split it up, don't I? So that would have to be something like this. And then the splitter goes here. Alright. And that should fill her up nicely. Don't take that out of context, please. Alright. So for the next part, we want to make some ammunition, I think. Let's take a quick look at the minimap. We're fine for now, but we won't be in the nearby future. So that means we really need to start working on our military. Are we doing fine on iron here? I think we could use a bit more still. How's the iron coming in? Actually, iron coming in is fine-ish. Could be a bit more. Let's make a few more mining drills, just to make sure production isn't lagging behind, because that would be horrible. Mining drills can go here, somewhere around. Let's make sure to cover at least all of this field over here. Something like that. Yes. And then move them over a little bit. There we go. So, with that, we should be fine in the iron department for now. Is that all of them? That is all of them. Alright, that should start picking up pretty quickly now. So with all that production, we want to start creating some turrets as well as some ammo. So let's go back to the line over here and see what we need for that. We also want to craft some armor for ourselves. That sounds like an excellent idea. Let's start putting this green science to use, shall we? We don't immediately need stuff like that, but let's start working on oil processing. Why don't... Oh, actually, let's grab research speed first, just to do the other ones a bit more quickly. We're not building any oil refineries anytime this episode, so we don't really need that right away. For ammunition, what do I need for this? Steel plates, okay. Steel plates will have to wait for a little bit. For ammunition, we need iron plates, and for turrets, we need copper plates and gear wheels. So let's set up a little factory somewhere around here. around the upper area. And oh, let's actually insert some splitters here, because this is a really ugly solution right now. Actually doing that this way, as well as over here. Excellent. So we're gonna need some iron. Oh, actually, I'm already making the mistake of trying to cross my green line over here. We need some more undergrounds, so let's start producing those. And let's see, we need a tunnel 1, 2, 3, 4, so a tunnel like this. And also bring copper over. We can probably do a split line with those, or do we need 2 separate lines? Let's actually make 2 separate lines, because these are going to need a lot of stuff, I think. Let's cut some trees to make room. Always just leave some room around your area, so you have room for expansion, which is always great to start looking towards the future. So we're gonna want to make some ammunition as well as some turrets, because we need to protect our borders. We haven't seen any biter camps yet, but that will happen sooner rather than later, I feel. Need to make gear wheels and what was it? Normal ammo. We don't need a ton of it, but we would like some. So that is just iron. Iron can go like this. Power poles again. Start connecting those just to make sure everything works as intended. And add some inserters to put them to work immediately. We don't need a full crate of this, so let's just say 4 stacks for now should be enough. Make some gear wheels with the second assembler over here, and then some turrets with the last one. Let's bring in some copper like this here. And cross the iron line. Should be like this. Okay, extend this one. We should probably just extend those to 4 lines by now. Also allows us to check whether we've got enough throughput, which, let me spoil it for you, we don't. But that's okay for now. Copper coming in right now. Just putting in a little bit of a tunnel just to not inconvenience my chest over there. That's absolutely unnecessary, but I've already made it right now, so that's okay. Need some iron, need some gears, and need some iron plates for the gears, of course. Trying to switch the different hotkeys, so I'm a little unadjusted so far. Making 1 crate full of turrets, that should be fine for now. And no more power poles, of course. There we go. This one makes turrets because I'm lazy. I do have steel. Oh, I do have steel. Of course I do have steel. I knew that. In case you didn't notice, it's been a few days since my last recording, so I'm a little... oh, we cannot make turrets in a regular construction facility, of course. Let's put you over here. We're gonna need a tool belt soon, just to have, so I have a bit more flexibility in what I have on my belt right now. Okay, only 1 stack of these and producing turrets. There we go. Excellent. Let's pick up some inserters and some belts, because that would be nice. 300 belts, there we go. And research is coming along nicely. Excellent. So let's actually make 4 belts out of these. I know what I did here. 4 belts of copper and 4 belts of iron. I don't need anything in between, thank you very much. Can I please? Thank you. And moving this one around. All right. Okay, so if there was a bit of an awkward pause there, that was because my graphics card crashed and I need to actually fix something up for that. So excuse me for that. I have no idea what I was just talking about, but let's go with some actual work here. Yes, that will be fine. Move this one around. And then, can we not place belts literally everywhere? That would be really nice. So we need to move these over and then make some actual balancing facilities right at the start here to make sure that, that the belts are getting what they need. We go right there. And this should start getting resources again. After we put the balancing in, of course. Need some more splitters, or balancers, or whatever. This goes here. There we go. Alright, so machines are running a little dry right now, but we'll fix that shortly. Move you over here. Oh, actually there. Alright. Probably need to remove a few belts right there, but that's something to worry about later. Got all the splitters set up properly, and what we're gonna do now is, and I hope I'm doing this properly, is to split over here and then make some belt structures like this. That's not how that works. And then tunnel under these. Nope, not like that, not like that, please. And then mix everything up in between. Like that. Gonna need more splitters, I think. So being mixed before they enter, being mixed after. I think this is fine, but I might be forgetting one or two, but this should do nicely. Yeah, I think I'm forgetting a splitter somewhere in the setup, but I will check and will fix if necessary. But this will do. Yeah, see, I'm missing something. What's going wrong here? Oh, actually, nothing's going wrong. It will balance properly. One in the middle. I'll get quicker at setting these up because we're gonna need a number of these later. You're going here, you're going here, and then setting up the belts like this. And removing. I'm completely messing this up, am I not? Yeah, I absolutely am. It's great. Okay. And the belts should soon start to fill up. We're doing fine at the end. Excellent. So everything is getting resources again, just as it should. Pick up some more belts, I think, because one can never have enough transporter belts. These are not really filling up. What is wrong? Iron is not sufficient, but that's my own fault right here. Okay, so how's the ammunition doing? Can I pick some up from this chest here? And of course, if I'm removing stuff from one side of the belt, I should also balance it out afterwards, because we keep removing stuff from the outer belt, which means that the throughput on this one is going to dry up rather soon. So for example, we're drawing from this side of the belt right here. Actually, I don't really have an example yet, except for this one. Right here we're drawing from the left belt, and right here we're drawing from the left belt again. So what we should probably do is make another big splitter somewhere around here. But in the meantime, because I'm lazy... Oh, they're coming in. Excellent. We're making a solution like this, just to balance it out a little better. Just a stopgap solution, basically. Okay, so we got oil done. That means we probably want to just grab all of these right now, I think. But first, tool belts, because I like convenience while building my oil refineries. Those guys are coming up, so let's make a few more of these balancers right here. I'm gonna need to set up production for those. But we'll do that next episode, I think, because we're already running kinda long. Got quite a nice setup going here. We've got some ammunition and some gun turrets, which we should start placing soon, actually. I really need to keep reminding myself of doing that. I only have one of these anymore. Alright, well, we're gonna need more. Can never have enough splitters. But that we'll have to leave until next episode. So, in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as usual, see you again soon.